This time I wanted to touch on our intuition and how we could connect with that on a regular basis, just from day to day. 3 simple steps on how we could do that. Number 1 step in connecting to our intuition. First thing when you wake up, before you grab your phone, before you reach for anything else, before you reach for the remote, the TV, anything that distracts you, you reach for the meditation pillow and you go on your little corner and you sit there by yourself for 15 to 20 minutes. Even if it's 5 minutes. We can even start with 5. We don't even have to start with 15. Anywhere where you can create a little time for yourself to connect with yourself. For me, I have my little meditation pillow and I sit there, put quiet music, relaxing music, and I let myself just connect to the depths that's there. Allow any thoughts that come up to come up, let them be. If you don't want to call this a meditation, you could just call it sitting with yourself. You don't want to get hung up on the exact word, but this is just making time to just be and to connect with ourselves. We'll call it that. I'll create my little space. I'll put some quiet music. I'll put my blindfold. And then I'll just sit there. And I'll let the thoughts come, but also allow the hunches. Now, the hunches and the intuitive thoughts and feelings are quieter than the compulsion of regular thoughts. This is how you differentiate regular thoughts from intuitive thoughts. They're lighter, or sometimes they could just yell at you. They could kind of be like, hey, do this. But don't sit there and try to look for it. Don't sit there, oh, I need to connect with my intuition. No. You sit there and you just relax into the moment and just make this about connecting with yourself. That's it. That's all you're doing. Allowing things to come, allowing things to flow, and letting them be. That's the very first step. The second step to connecting with our intuition is during your day to listen to the intuitive hunches that are coming to you and becoming aware of them, right? And like I mentioned in the first part, you can differentiate the regular thoughts from the intuitive ones. They kind of stand out more, right? They come out of nowhere. They'll just flood in and you're like, huh, that's a really random thought. Like, I normally make a left on this street when I come home from work, but my intuition is telling me to go right today. Those thoughts that are not your common thoughts in the ordinary, those thoughts, I want you to become aware of them and just kind of stay open to them and really, really play with being aware of the thoughts that are coming in and realizing, that wasn't a regular thought. That wasn't a compulsive thought that I normally have. That was different. Like, I had my cousin called me today and she had an experience that was intuitive for her, and she was like, hey, like, I don't know why, but after this experience, I felt like I wanted to call you. It's not a normal thing. We don't talk every day. We talk very rarely. And so that coincided because I told her, well, that's interesting because I wanted to make a video about connecting to our intuition today. So these things start to intertwine one another. The more that you become aware of them, and just stay tuned to what comes in and pick out the ones that are standing out from the others and follow that one. Point number 3, last point of the day, and I'm barely making it. I mean, my GoPro died on me as I was making the second point. It literally died on me, and I had to go to the car and charge it, and I'm barely running. I'm on like 12% right now. But something happened on the way to the car, and it goes back to intuition. On the way to the car, I thought, you know, I forgot that I had a car charger, and I thought, oh crap, like I have to go home and charge it and then come back. But there's these guys that are working on the land here, and I had a hunch to ask them to if they had a charger. So I just was like normally I wouldn't ask, I would just keep going. I'm like, all right, I'll deal with it. But I did have a hunch, and I was like, let me ask them. And so I asked them, hey, do you all have a charger? And they were like, oh, it's one of those chargers. No, sorry, we don't have it. So the point of that is that sometimes it's not always gonna be accurate. It's not always gonna be perfect, the hunches that you get. But follow them anyways, because rather than not doing that, like if I would have just kept going and whatever, then you wonder, like, what if, you know? And then you're not listening to those intuitive hits that are coming through. But yeah, he said no, but who cares? Are you just gonna not listen to them because you didn't see a result right away? No, you know, you still move from that place of intuition. And because there is more depth when you move from this place. There just is. There's more flow, and you're less in the mind, and you're more in the body, and you're more connected. So do you always get the result you want? No. But do you feel more connected to life? Absolutely. Point number 3, sorry for my rant, is the last point, and it's to completely give up control and just forget about connecting with your intuition and just let it all go. Give it up. Just say, all right, I'm going to relax. You know, towards the end of your day, just let go of the need to know why something's happening, the need to know how to do something, and just completely let it go. So how do you do that? Okay, get in the bed or get in the sofa or whatever, and literally imagine yourself throwing all of these thoughts into a garbage can, like letting them all go, giving them all up, and just being with the moment. When people talk about letting go, another way to let go, I think, is to give up. Just give up. I think it's also another way to compare letting go. It's like giving up the need to control anything, giving up the need to control with our intuition, just giving up all the need and just relax, right? Go do whatever the hell you want to do in terms of relaxation. Go get in the bath, go read that book, something that relaxes you, and just forget about all your issues, forget about things that are pending, and just let it all go. We're always trying to figure something out. We're always trying to get to the bottom of something, and it's like, at the end of the day, each day, just let go. And literally, this allows things to flow. And you'll see when you wake up the next day, you'll feel lighter because you don't have all these pending things that you need to make happen. And when you do make things happen, because obviously we got to get shit done, whenever you do make things happen, you just let them come to you, and you'll see that it's like effortless. Like when you do things, it's a little more, there's more flow to it. So that's what I mean by connecting with our intuition. This is what I ultimately want you all to feel, is this flow, this authentic allowing of things, to let them be. So those are 3 steps, guys, to connect with your intuition. Try it out. Let me know. Just let me know if any of these helped you to just be more connected to yourself and to live from a place of relaxation intuition, and trust in life.